कहा इसको क्यों बोलते हो? नहीं क्या था वो? शंका हो गया, क्या था वो? शंकर भगवान आकर के आशीर्वाद दे करके अभी भी शंका है, क्या बोले? हे भगवान, ऐसे सच बोलने वाले हैं सब। मैं उसको हमेशा बोलता रहता हूँ, किसी को बोलना नहीं, चुप रहना, किसी को बोलना नहीं, ये तुम्हारे धन है, तुम तो बहुत बड़े, बहुत ऊंचाई पहुंच गए हो। कभी कभी बोलिए हाँ रुक गया, मैं क्या करूं? अरे एक से एक, वो अकेली थोड़ी। एक बार दो आदमी आकर के मेरे को कहीं बड़ा भारी आश्रम में कहीं, और दो आदमी आकर के मेरे को कहे, स्वामी जी आपसे थोड़ा बात करना है, आप एकांत में चलो ना। एकांत जा कर के एक चटाई बिछा दिए, बोले बैठो। मैं बैठ गया। क्यों बैठने बोलता पता नहीं, मेरे को खिलौना बना दिया। मैं करता रहा, जैसे बोलते हैं ऐसे करते रहा। तो मेरे को बैठा दिए, मेरे सामने दोनों को दोनों आसन लगा कर बैठ गए। अच्छा स्वामी जी अब थोड़ा ध्यान लगाओ और देखो हमारे कुंडलिनी कहाँ गया है। तो मैं बैठ गया, आंख बंद कर दिया, और वो भी बैठ गए। थोड़ा आधा घंटा के बाद उठते हैं, स्वामी जी अब क्या देखे? मैं कहा आपका कुंडली लहलहा रहा है। बीच में थोड़ा इंतजारी में है, कुछ थक गई वो और आगे चलेगी वो, लगे रहो। बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हो तुम लोग। वो भी खुश, मैं भी खुश, चलो पल्ला झाड़ा। कैसे कैसे मूर्ति मिलते हैं मुझे, अरे क्या कहूँ। यस गुरु जी। अच्छा बड़े गुरु जी तो एक करते थे, छोटे गुरु जी हरि ओम। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिवन्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैव उपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शननिश्चभु कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञात्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दसाम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। वेदोदधिं समुन्मथ्य ज्ञानरात्रं समुद्रितं येन तस्मै वसिष्ठाय गुरुणां गुरवे नमः। वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय, सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय, शब्द ब्रह्म की जय, सरस्वती महारानी की जय, योग वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। आप ध्यान में क्या देखें, मेरा यहाँ खुजली हो रहा था, वो कुंडलिनी नीचे उतर गई क्या?
पीछे चला गया।
हाँ क्या देखे? बोलो ना गुरुजी, बोलो। मैं बहुत परेशान हूँ, सहस्रार से कैसे नीचे उतर गई, कहीं ली कहीं क्या?
आप ऐसे कितने लोगों को देखे होंगे स्वामी जी ने मैनेज करते हैं।
दुनिया के सपना, ये सारे प्रॉब्लम्स को लेकर के मैं शाम को जब सोता हूँ, एक ही one line is enough to solve all the problems. Everything can happen. What not can happen in dream. Let it go on. Why are you worrying? What is there to worry about? सारे दुनिया का समस्या एक पल में हवा बन जाता है। है? ये सपने में कुछ भी हो सकता है, ये हो रहा है, ठीक हो, होने तो तेरे को क्या पड़ा है, देखते रहो सपना। कहीं लड़ाई हो रहा है, कोई गाली दे दिया, कोई तेरे को ठग रहा है, कोई तेरे को ऐसा सवाल कर रहा है, कोई कुछ बोल रहा है, कोई दोस्ती बनाने के आया, कोई तेरे को कुछ ज्ञान पढ़ा रहा है, कोई डॉक्टरी कर रहा है, शरीर में रोग व्याधि आ गया, ऑफिस में कोई बिना ले दे काम नहीं कर रहे, सपने में सब कुछ होता है। इसमें क्या फर्क पड़ता है, देखते रहो, मजा आता है सपने देखने में। देखते रहो। Anyway, today we are looking at Yoga Vasishtha last half, Yoga Vasishtha Nirvana Prakaran last half and 28th chapter. Yesterday, what did we see? Come on, have you contemplated over it? What did you say yesterday? The object and its nature, for word's sake they are different, and for vision's sake they may be different. Your mind makes it different from each other, but there is no difference, it is one thing only. Object, when it manifests or it becomes visible to senses, then that is difference. I am inside the room, comes to meet me, calls at the door. When I put on the light, and I was invisible, I was in dark, I become different. If invisible, visible are different from the visible, visibility. So we will go on concordating soon. First of all, qualities. All sorts of are thin. Qualities to see. In this way, the object is an object, whatever qualities are visible to you, it does make no difference. Further, यदि नित्य या अनित्य स्वभावभूत जीव का चीज जो संसार. So now the question comes, if this being is essence by its reality, it is not. So when it looks to be perishable, so changing itself with these natural laws, यदि यह कोई प्रश्न करे तो इस प्रश्न का उत्तर यही है कि वह चीज अनिर्वचनीय अज्ञान में आवृत ब्रह्म ही है, यानी उक्त चीज है, और यही संसार में फंसाती है. So if you ask such question, this is language. अनिर्वचनीय, ब्रह्म को भी अनिर्वचनीय कहते हैं. Why? Because अनिर्वचनीय and the nature also is unexpressible. अचिंत्य रूप चरित महामाया, the supreme power cannot be imagined as some form or as some name, beyond imagination. And this unexpressible, unimaginable, this word is applied for both. Maya means ajnan, ignorance, and truth is knowledge. So how both are expressed with one single term? It is unexpressible or unimaginable. How it is so? The truth is so because it is beyond the limit of speech and mind and intellect, so it is unexpressible. The truth is unconditional. It has no condition. This will be like this, this will be like that. You cannot imagine like that. Whatever you imagine on it, it is true to some extent. It is not totally wrong, because imagination is based on some foundation. So foundation holds the building, this much you can say. So the truth holds your imaginations. So how it can be wrong? It is right, but the foundation is always invisible. Everybody looks at the building, nobody knows what is foundation, how is it, how deep it is, how strong it is. Nobody knows, because it is hidden underground. Similarly, the truth is foundation and the world is the building. And building we see, we can imagine, but building also is unimaginable. Why? When it is visible, why you should say it is unimaginable? Because what you see, it changes its color. Just as in some cities or in some particular time, special time, we arrange some lights, different lights, it goes on changing. Just as you might have seen somewhere on a beautiful advertising signboard, they will arrange small bulbs of different colors around the border. You must have seen. And it goes on peeping and dropping. So it lights and stops. And it looks nothing is going around. So this is how we see everything is changing, and it creates some confusion in invisible, again visible, again invisible. We have seen the magic card. Background is always visible, thing. Overlapping cover, you see overlapping cover is interrupted because of change. Its law is to change, so it has to change. Now in between comes the truth, and in between comes the untruth. So how can you see the building correctly? You can imagine something on the basement. That is also unimaginable. In this way, both are of same nature. You see, you and your reflection in the mirror, are they equal or different from each other? Here you can see clearly and you can understand. It appears to be different. It appears different than me in the mirror. It is not within me. But it is not different because I have created the impression or the reflection. So this is how the world, which is you only, within you, your appearance, which is visible outside you, just as the reflection in the mirror outside you, and you look at the mirror and you enjoy yourself. So also the ultimate transparent truth, where there is no question of the second. The world looks outside, but it is you only. You are the world. Don't think anything different from you. If this is understood, accepted, and if you have become this, you are all this. There is no difference. Just as you see the mirror and make up your face with it, without any trouble, without any questions, without any doubts. There is no problem at all. One among billions, one who accepts it, becomes one with the reflection. He has no problem to make up himself. This is the formula. But who is he among us? Who is that person among us? Can you darely say? I don't have any feeling of difference between the visible world outside and myself. This is what is said by Lord Krishna. Samattam yoga uchyate. Equilibrium or equanimity, feeling of similarity is known as yoga. There were two, now it looks one. If you take out the mirror, then you are alone. That mirror is nowhere outside because it is relative world. We cannot see ourselves. So we use a mirror. That mirror is nothing other than our mind. So in this analytical process, it is not, you don't have to take it differently. The round mirror reflects in the mirror itself. So they are not two. You see yourself within yourself, which you see it is outside. That is what Sunichaiva Swapakecha Panditaha Samadarshinaha. The great wise people, they have equal vision in this way. They act differently. They act differently. How do they act differently? If they are sitting in a mirror or in a glass house and eating, they will not eat, they will not put their hand with the food in the ear or nose. They will put only in the mouth. Though they see all the parts as a mirror, as a reflection, it is only a reflection. And you will see your food is put in the mouth only. There is no difference in activation, but vision is one. That is called equal vision. You will see the dog as a dog only. You will not behave it as your body, but you know it is my reflection. You will behave with the dog as you behave with your body. Behavior will be different. Namdev ran before the dog who was taking dry chapatis away. He ran before it, chased it to catch and apply little butter. My Lord, why are you so annoyed with me? You have taken out all those chapatis I had kept, but I had kept also some butter to apply on it. He forgot it. That means he was seeing himself, the Lord in the Lord Vishnu in the dog, but behaving. When you eat yourself, will you eat dry bread? You have to apply the butter. You have kept it to apply. So, within the heart, he thinks, I am eating, but feeds the dog as if the God is eating. The behavior, the outward actions will be different. So that whatever we see so outwardly, that is different from our feeling. After much modifications, the feeling is expressed. It takes a form of speech. It undergoes so many phases, and it becomes audible. In that way, रख दो इधर ही, मेरा रख दो. धन्यवाद जी. अरे शाबाश, धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. In this way, from outward extrovert mind's angle, there is difference everywhere. From introvert inward mind, there is no difference at all. This is how the equal vision should be understood. There is difference, and yet there is no difference. And how it is, why it is, he is giving the reason. यदि यह कोई प्रश्न करे तो इस प्रश्न का उत्तर यही है कि वह चीज अनिर्वचनीय अज्ञान से आवृत ब्रह्म ही है. अज्ञान से आवृत ब्रह्म है. इसी को कोई दूसरे भाषा में, थोड़ा रिफाइंड भाषा में, फ्लावरी लैंग्वेज में कहते हैं सबल ब्रह्म. सबल ब्रह्म. हाँ जी, ब्रह्म तो है, परंतु सबल ब्रह्म. इन philosophical term, it is termed as the qualified truth. Qualified truth. When it is expressed itself to itself, then it is called qualified truth, Sabal Brahma, or Maya Sabal Brahma. And how this Maya with all these qualities strengthens the truth? Is the truth weak? Yes, it is weak. Certainly, we say, from one angle. See why all the juice of any fruit in this nature, everything will have every fruit will have a outer covering, isn't it? The skin over it. Every fruit, see the mango, see the banana, see the pineapple, see the jackfruit. What not? See the guava, apricot, apple. Which fruit has no overlapping cover? Even the tomato, which is full of juice only, and there is a Japanese fruit, red, juicy fruit, what do you call it? Full of juice only. When it ripens, it becomes red. Before ripening, it becomes yellow, and before it remains green. Just like tomato, bigger tomato, so big it will be, so sweet. It is got in the big trees. The tree will be very big. What is that called? Mataji. Have you not eaten it? Japanese fruit. Yes, it is brought to India and mostly in cold regions. I have eaten plenty in Himachal Pradesh. Not Adu. Huh?
Himachal, it is available.
Uh-huh.
But we don't know the name.
I have seen the tree and I have gone to the garden where it is available. I have seen it, eaten plenty. Some people bring, when some people come from Himachal, they bring it in the season. Such big. Huh? Achha. Like tomato. Such big it will be. Big tomato. Full of juice. And it will have a layer of thin outcoating, just like tomato. Anyhow,
परसिमन या काकी बोल के कुछ नेट
हैं?
बोल रहे हैं। परसिमन या काकी बोल के कुछ बोल रहे हैं।
परसिमन,
Persimmon.
हाँ हो सकता है,
Yes.
हाँ परसिमन,
Persimmon, इतना वो काट के देते
हाँ
हैं
हाँ हाँ
हिमाचल में।
हाँ। नहीं वो थोड़ा कच्चा रहेगा, काट के देंगे, उसको काटा नहीं जा सकता है,
Persimmon, I heard this now.
काटा नहीं जा सकता है, काट दोगे तो रस फैल जाएगा. Persimmon, yes, yes, I remember. Is it not?
It is.
Yes. So in that way, the reality is always covered up. So will you tell it strong or weak? If it is strong, why it is covered up? Some covering is a must. So in that way, from that angle, persimmon like fruits, they have also covering. So the truth always needs some cover. Needs, there is no need. It is covered up as it were. It is by itself. Yesterday we were talking about the milk and the cream. Everywhere, everything, the reality is covered up. The flower is beautiful. Is that beauty not the outer covering? What is flower? Flower is nothing but some petals and some. You see the color, you see the fragrance, you see the other colors, petals, size, and all those. So always whatever we see the qualities, and those qualities are always changeable, so it is not expressible exactly, somewhat expressed, and truth is called weak in this sense only, and it is almighty all the time because it creates its outer covering. You don't go to make the skin of the banana. Do we enter in banana skin? The pulp has that is its nature. And nature is aside the names and forms or the outer covering, then the truth reveals by itself. That covering also is made by pulp only. Nobody else goes there. No second identity creates the covering. It itself is covered by itself. As such, he says, the truth gets covered up, so the world is nothing but the covered fruit, well covered fruit. You are or you are other than you are. Why are you covered up with pant, coat, all this? Huh? Open it all the time. Who has made the covering of your yes. Somebody else came to make it.
For beautifulness.
Huh?
For beautifulness.
It is covered up by itself.
Yeah.
The beautiful teeth, they are covered up by itself. The body has made it. Why are you hiding your tongue? And why are you hiding your so beautiful eyes with lid? Why? And when you keep some edibles on the table, why do you cover it? So all this gives the one answer: to be protected. Then again question comes, if there is not second one, who will impure you, pollute you? If there is no second, so who can pollute you? One is always pure. So where is the need of covering it? It is, and from absolute point of view, it is not covered. Before reaching the terrace, we see the terrace, but not the terrace as full. 100% is not visible. Before reaching that absolute silence, this question comes, why it is covered up? Why there is a railing or parapet around the terrace? Why? Terrace is terrace. Do you say parapet is the terrace? Why it is made so? This needs it, and this is the part of it. Part of it. It protects it. Thus we have to go on analyzing whatever comes before you, the outer covering and the inner truth. And by mistake, by misunderstanding, by dualistic vision, because it is seen not from one angle, always from different angles, by a dualistic vision. One is known as covering, the other is known as the inner truth. So this is, when you bring two visions or more visions, then it is misunderstanding. This is ignorance, because you cannot see from one angle. Your angle of vision is so limited. Your limited ideas, your vision, limited vision makes you ignorant. Clear? And if you can see the object from all-round vision, all-round means it is all-round, not from any angle or any layer or any way. It is unlimited angles. If you can see it at a glance, then that is called knowledge. And if you see it from one angle, from particular angle, or from some angles together, but not the full, not the total, that is called ignorance. Absence of the presence, totality, is called ignorance. So this is how this nature appears different from the truth. Always we give the banana example so beautifully. Anybody can understand. A child can understand. You deal with the banana with fruit, with its skin, with its stem, everything. But when you enjoy it without all these names and forms, you enjoy only the pulp. Names and forms are only, though it is the truth, it is banana, yet it is not enjoyable. It creates difference. It is not enjoyable, it is not edible. So, keep it aside, forget it. Names and forms. So, there is possibility of a very subtle question. Come on with a question. Come on with a question. Yes, Maharaj. No question. That means you have not gone to the depth. You are understanding, but haphazardly. If the skin is taken out and only the inner pulp is enjoyed, why don't you ask it is half enjoyed? Because all the names and forms, outer covering and inner pulp together is called banana. 5 aspects: name and form, outer covering as name and form, and inner pulp existence and knowledge of the existence and happiness of enjoying it, knowing it. That is Sat, Chit, Anand, existence, knowledge and bliss absolute, which never changes. But the outer covering changes. But it includes everything, all the 5 aspects. So when 2 aspects are kept aside, it is taken out and not enjoyed, not enjoyable. So is it not haphazard? Only 3 aspects are enjoyed. Why don't you ask such question?
कोई यो बनाना स्किन में चटनी भी बनाते हैं।
कोई हाँ, जो ज्ञानी लोग सबको इकट्ठा ले लेते हैं। कोई बच्चे लोग भी वो केला के छिलका के साथ खाते हैं और आम को भी छिलका के साथ खा लेते हैं, धो करके। वो कोई होते हैं, सब तो नहीं।
ये जो केले का उदाहरण दिया, इसमें जो छिलका
प्रकृति नहीं, पल्प है ट्रूथ, केला उसी का नाम है और उसका ढक्कन जो है उसका प्रकृति, परा अपरा दोनों कह सकते हैं। और उसी से हम उसको केला को जानते हैं। इसीलिए वो अंदर को छिपा करके उसको प्रोटेक्शन के लिए रखा गया। देखो अंडे को, क्या अंडे का छिलका को अंडा कहते हैं? अंडा जो खाते हैं क्या छिलका के साथ खा लेंगे? वो तो बोलो, आमलेट खाए हो? मैं तो कच्चा अंडा भी खाया हूँ। कच्चे हमारे बहुत अरे जैसे चोरी करके मजा आता है चोरी करे। देखते रहना, अपने पोल्ट्री फार्म था तो उसमें वो मुर्गियाँ जब अंडा देंगे उसके बाद करके चले जाएंगे, तो समझ लेना वो अंडा दे दिया, हाँ काम खत्म। इसीलिए अलार्म देता है वो। तो मैं जाके चुपके से छिप करके अंडा लेके चल दूंगा, और मुर्गी भी नहीं, अंडा भी नहीं, कोई शंका नहीं, जा करके कहीं छिप करके खट किया। बदमाशी का आखिर सीमा कोई नहीं पकड़ सकता है। तो अंडे के वो छिलका को क्यों नहीं खाते हो? वो प्रोटेक्टिव एलिमेंट आउटसाइड कवरिंग is never used in relative world. See, when you have got the letter in an envelope, why do you throw out the envelope? Why do you tear open it? Is that not part of the letter? It was safety guard of the letter, isn't it? You go through the letter only, but not you throw out the envelope. Why it is? In a relative, we can use only one part, two part, not full. When it becomes full, there is no question of enjoyment. Enjoyment can be possible only in dualistic vision. समझे?
Yes.
हाँ जी.
Otherwise, we won't be able to find the difference.
There is no enjoyment because you are that. Who will enjoy what?
Truth is also enjoyment.
Huh?
Truth is also enjoyment.
Yes. When you are one with the egg, do you need eating it? You are egg itself. When you feel it, 100%. When you feel different from the egg, then you want to enjoy it. When you are different from the, who is the enjoyer? One, this is possible. Enjoyer, enjoyed or enjoying. Doer, doing and done. This is in relativity only, not in monoism.
भगवान जी तो छिलके भी खा गए थे।
सब कुछ, पर अंडे को छिलका नहीं खा सकता हो। नहीं तो मुर्गी को क्यों नहीं खा लेता हो? जब अंडे के छिलका को खा लोगे,
अंदर में वो अंडा देते रहेगा.
हाँ. Eat the hen itself, it will go on laying an egg.
स्वामी जी जो छिलका है और ये एक्चुअली तो वो दोनों ब्रह्म के ही पार्ट है ना।
तो वही तो हम जो देख रहे हैं 5 गुण एक वस्तु का, अस्थि, भांति, प्रिय और नाम रूप, ये सारा 5 एस्पेक्ट जो देख रहे हैं, ये रिलेटिवली, देयर इज नो एस्पेक्ट एट ऑल. You see the difference from the relative angle of vision. There is no difference. Can I say my hands are different from me? When I feel oneness with the body, I cannot say, I cannot feel. There is no question of enjoying my beauty by myself. My beauty is enjoyed by others. Why do you make up yourself? Do you make up yourself at the time of deep sleep? Or at the time of meditation? Our makeup is only for showing to others. When there is relativity, there is sense of others other than me, then only we have to show. If this will be made up nice with colors and nail polish, then this finger will look at it, oh, so beautiful. Let me be also like that. देखा देखी दुनिया, देखो और सीखो, यही तो दुनिया है. और कुछ भी कर दो, every odd is a style. It is followed by others. Anything you do, something different than others, you are followed by others. Yes.
अभी बोला आपने कि डुअलिटी में एंजॉयमेंट है,
हाँ
पर जहाँ पे वो गीता जी में जैसे बोलते हैं कि भोक्ता,
हाँ, वो डुअलिटी में भोक्ता बन जाता है। वो असली में भोक्ता करता महेश्वर कोई नहीं है।
जो है खुद ही है।
खुद ही है। वही तो पागल कहानी है। The story of a mad fellow. He is sitting all alone. He wants to enjoy himself. Yes, my darling. And he himself replied to himself, huh? क्यों बुलाया? My dear, please come. Come before me. I want to see you. Yes, मैं आ गया। अरे अकेला अच्छा नहीं लगता है, थोड़ा कुछ करो ना। अकेला में अच्छा नहीं लगता है। चलो नाचेंगे दोनों मिल करके और एक दूसरे को देख करके मौज लेंगे। अच्छा, हाँ, कहाँ नाचेंगे? कोई तो जगह है ही नहीं हमारे साथ। अरे तू तो सब कुछ कर सकती है यार, एक स्टेज बना दो ना। अच्छा, अभी बनाया? कहाँ है? ये तुम्हारे सामने। बस वो पगली कहीं से आ करके बनाती स्टेज और नर्तकी बन करके खड़ी हो जाती है। नाचूं? हाँ नाचो। तुम आंख बंद करके देखना, मेरे को शर्म लगता है। वो कहती है अच्छा मैं आंख बंद कर दिया, तू नाच। तो नाचती ये कहता है नहीं ठीक नहीं नाचा, मैं देख नहीं पाया। तो वो पगली बोलेगी तू नाच, मैं देखूंगी। अरे मैं तो कभी नाचा नहीं, मैं सिखा दूंगी। चलता है ऐसा कुछ मीनिंगलेस। और फिर जब स्टेज में एक शुरू हो जाता है नाच, अरे बिना गाने से नाच कैसे होगा? गाना गाने के पहले आलाप होता है। वो आलाप का नाम है ओंकार। आलाप होता है मीनिंगलेस, and it has all the meaning. It has all the rhythms, how to go up in what stage, how to maintain its equilibrium. Everything is there in the alap. That is called the starting of the creation. पागल वही है, अरे पगली उसकी नेचर है। मनगढ़ंत पगली अकेला बैठा है। अकेला जब कुछ देखना चाहेगा तो दो तो चाहिए ना। अकेले में क्या मजा नहीं आता है। वही है पागल कहानी। सृष्टि का शुरुआत कैसे होता है और जीवन कैसे एक संगीत है और संगीत का राग कैसे कैसे होता है। अलग अलग राग, अलग different tones of the music. Life is nothing but a music, and it starts with this sound. जी
भी हम कितना दूर रह सकते हैं स्वामी जी इस दुनिया से, क्योंकि व्यवहार में तो इतना सब कुछ हम लोग इन्वॉल्व होते हैं काम के लिए, तो उसमें हम अकेले कैसे रह पाएंगे? पता है कि ये दुनिया दुख देने वाली है, देती है।
कैसे रह पाओगे? हाँ, बात सही है। अंधेरा में कोई बैठा है और बैठा नहीं, आंख बंद करके सोया है, होश नहीं, वो अपने आप को वो सोया हुआ पूछ रहा है, मैं कैसे उठूंगा? वो प्रकाश कहाँ मिलेगा? घर के अंदर तो अंधेरा है, मिल जाएगा ना उसको? कोई बाहर चिल्लाएगा, अरे मैं इधर धूप में खड़ा हूँ रे, अंधेरा कहीं नहीं, दोपहर दिन में मैं खड़ा हूँ, उठ जा, दरवाजा खोल, अंधेरे वो गुफा से निकल, जाग जा, उठ जा, आजा बाहर और देख चारों तरफ दोपहर दिन का ये क्या सुंदर प्रकाश है, देख। वो देख लेगा अंदर बिना, कैसे आएगा? देखेगा? पूछो तो वो कैसे देखेगा? उसको पूछो। वही बताएगा कैसे वो आलोक को देखेगा। अरे आज तक सिर फोड़ रहे हैं सालों सालों से, साधना किसको कहते हैं, क्या करना क्या नहीं करना, सत्संग और साधन चतुष्टय और क्या वो वैराग्य अभ्यास, इतना सिर फोड़ दिए, अभी ये सवाल उठता है। अब शेष ही
स्वामी जी ये
क्या?
नहीं स्वामी जी, ये बिल्कुल सही है कि साधना सत्संग इन सब से हम इससे पार कर सकते हैं।
तारे कोशिश तो करो। सोया हुआ अगर पूछोगे तो क्या होगा? क्या किया है पहले बताओ। मैं तो चिल्ला रहा हूं, मैं नहीं, गुरुओं का अभाव नहीं कहीं दुनिया में, मुझे क्या पूछ रहे हो? अरे तुम्हारे पास में कोई बैठा होगा वो भी बता देगा। चेलाओं के अभाव है, करने तो कोई नहीं चाहता है, प्रश्न से क्या फायदा होगा? कुछ करो ना। क्या क्या है पहले बताओ, तब तो बताएंगे क्या करना है, आगे कैसे बढ़ना, तभी बताया जाता है जो चलता है। और वो रास्ता के बारे में 50 बार पूछा गया है, चलने के लिए तैयार नहीं। हाँ, सोया हुआ, अभी रात नहीं खुला, अभी क्या, सो जाओ और थोड़ा। रास्ता तो पड़ा हुआ है, रास्ता कहीं टूट फूट थोड़ी जाता है, और गंगोत्री कहीं चला जाता है थोड़ी है। जाएंगे जब मौज होगा जब नींद खुलेगी। अभी सब वो किताब को सिरा ना रखो अभी तक समझ में नहीं आया क्या करना है। समझे कुछ करो, तब फिर आगे बढ़ने के लिए अपने आप रास्ता मिल जाता है। हर दुबाटा में कोई ना कोई मिल जाता है, उसको पूछने से। कोई अंधा भी बता देगा, ये रास्ता इधर जाता है, ये रास्ता तुम्हारे जहाँ जाना है ये है। कोई ना कोई अंधा भी खड़ा रहेगा, उसको तुम्हारा गंगोत्री जा करके खड़ा होकर के तुमको बुलाने का जरूरत नहीं। रास्ता में बहुत मिल जाते हैं, गुरुओं का अभाव नहीं होता है, शिष्यों का, चलने वाला शिष्यों का अभाव है। करो कुछ, फिर बाद में पूछना।
रास्ता तो अग्निपथ है, जिसको आग में चलना है उसको
हाँ, अग्निपथ है,
अग्निपथ है।
तक कोयला के ऊपर चलते हैं। तपस्या, तपस्या करो, कुछ मिलेगा। लड़का में चाहिए, लड़का चाहिए क्या चाहिए बोलो, तपस्या करना पड़ेगा। लड़का लड़का चिल्लाएगा और 2 साल का लड़की है। वो देखा कोई एक कोई पड़ोसी में बच्चे को लेकर के माँ बड़ा प्यार से झूल रहा है और उसको चुमा दे रहा है कंधे में, तो वो अपने माँ के पास वो 2-3 साल की लड़की सिर फोड़ रहे, माँ मुझे भी एक बच्चा चाहिए, मिल जाएगा? बोलो, मिलना चाहिए, लड़की है उसको तो बच्चा होना चाहिए, क्यों नहीं मिलेगा अभी? वो तो सिर फोड़ रहा है यार, बोलो। अरे समय आएगा, परिश्रम करो, 18-20 साल का हो जाएगी, तब तो तुमको पूछना नहीं पड़ेगा लड़का चाहिए करके। ये बोलोगे नहीं नहीं और नहीं चाहिए, अभी फैमिली प्लानिंग करेंगे। हो गया, बहुत आनंद इसी में, बस इसी में खुश हूँ, है कि नहीं? समझे भैया? कुछ करो फिर पूछना। हाँ, कुछ तब पूछना कहाँ खड़े हो, कुंडलिनी कहाँ तक जगा। चिंटी कहाँ पर काटा है, देखो कुंडलिनी वहीं तक जगी। जहाँ चमड़ा में खून की एक बूंद मिलेगा वहीं तक जगिए। अरे भैया कुछ करके दिखाओ। प्रश्न तो पूछा जाता है, और ये प्रश्न का पूछना मना नहीं। आई एम नॉट डिस्करेजिंग you asking your question, but the meaning is you have to walk the path. Then only when you question in the way, then there is guidance. चल पड़ो। Thus he says, वो जो वह चीज अनिर्वचनीय अज्ञान से आवृत ब्रह्म ही है। जो ब्रह्म जो सत्य है वो अज्ञान से आवृत है, ढका हुआ है, यानी अपने विपरीत स्वरूप का अवलोकन ही उक्त चीज है। The meaning is the truth is hidden underneath, and whatever is visible, it is its covering, outer covering. It is not other than that. And this, don't be bewildered by the outer covering. Go in, tear up all these names and forms, the covering, and this is what called the misunderstanding, ajnana, maya, which binds you. You are overwhelmed by the color and smell of the ripened fruit, and you are not going to eat it. If you don't eat, only you will be trapped by the outer covering. Once I gave you the example of a child who purchased some sample mangoes made by clay, colored, beautifully colored, and kept on a tray For example, it is a fruit shop and all kinds of fruits are available here. But on seasonal fruits you cannot get there. So a child goes to purchase some fruits for his father for Ekadasi, eating at night, little milk and fruits. When he goes and sees the beautiful mangoes, he was overwhelmed by it, and he asked the shopkeeper, "Please give me 2 kilos of mangoes." The shopkeeper speaks out the truth. It is not mango, it is only showpiece, it is clay mango. But the child is not ready to accept it. No, you are unwilling to sell it, that's how you are hiding. गुरु लोगों का बातों को सुनता कौन? मंत्र मूलम गुरुर वाक्यम। गुरु जो बोला उसको सुनता, उसके अनुसार करता है कौन? कोई नहीं तैयार। अरे गुरु जी ऐसे ही बोल दिए, चेला बनाना है ना, वो बोल दिए, तत्वमसि बोल दिए। ये पेड़ क्या ब्रह्म है? कैसे हो जाएगा ब्रह्म? गुरु के वचन के ऊपर शंका हमारा है, शंका करते चलो, गुरु झूठ बोला है। और फिर एक जन्म क्या, इफ यू go on struggling for thousands of lives, nothing will be achieved. Whatever your Guru said, do it now, not afterwards. No postponing. This is how one can achieve the truth, and this outer covering is the cause for your entrapment. You are trapped, and this is called ignorance, and this is how the ignorance binds you. जैसे कुहेरे से आच्छादित वस्तु का स्वरूपतः ज्ञान न होकर विपरीत ज्ञान होता है, वैसे ही निहार के सदृश स्वरूप आच्छादन करने वाले अज्ञान से आवृत आत्मा का भी स्वरूपतः ज्ञान न होकर जो विपरीत अवलोकन है, वही जीव का स्वरूप है। इसी से विषयात्मक वस्तुओं की ओर उसकी प्रवृत्ति झुकी हुई रहती है। जड़ इंद्रिय आदि रूप अपने को मानकर वह जन्मांध पुरुष जैसे मार्ग को नहीं देखता, वैसे ही अपने स्वरूप को नहीं देखता। ये एक पैराग्राफ, इसको रटो रोजाना 50 बार रटो। कितने सुंदर क्लियरली बता दिया। He says here, just as the fog or the mist hides the object, what to say, I have seen so many accidents in the foggy climate in the Grand Trunk roads. They drive blindly, clearly. How far the vehicle you cannot judge clearly. and they drive nicely. Accident. In 40 kilometers, once I was traveling in Punjab, Delhi to Amritsar Grand Trunk Road. In 40 kilometers, I found about 30 accidents because of only fog, invisibility, non-clarity. This is called ignorance. And this is how you meet accidents. That is your death. And you will report to the LIC or insurance company, life insurance. So they will pay you. It will take a long time. Then you will have a new car. In between two cars there is gap. That is the dark night of the soul. This is what happens. We meet accident, that is called death. Why? Because of ignorance. And what is ignorance? Is invisibility, poor visibility. Why it is? Because of fog. What does fog do? It covers up the reality. That's all. We say the sun is not visible because clouds have covered it. But the just opposite, your vision is covered up by the clouds, by the fog, by the mist. Your vision should be clarified. You should undergo, you should come to Sivananda Ashram and see in the fixed date of our eye operation camp. Okay? Our surgeon will operate you. Who is the surgeon? The Guru is the surgeon. If you lie down helplessly with anesthesia on the operating table, then only you will get back your vision, or else not. Shouting for vision will not do. The Guru has to make such surgery, and only a real surgeon can do it. Or else our ophthalmists, they will see, yes, you have bad vision. They will advise you, put this drop, put that drop, and do like this, do like that. In that way, it may be delayed, or you have to go to some surgeon by their advice. Anyway, you have to try for it to clear your vision. When vision is operated nicely, your eyes are operated, then the object is clearly seen. That is not because of the object, that is because of your eyesight. The sun is ever glittering in the, shining in the sky. Sun cannot be covered by the clouds. These clouds which cover your sight, eyesight, that is called ignorance. And he gives the logic. When you see something in a foggy atmosphere, your eyes are not able to see the reality. So what happens? You see just the opposite. And other example also, when you see yourself in the mirror, you see just the opposite. You know how the reflection is made on a opaque surface. The rays of light reach the surface and it comes back to your eyes. That creates a perverted image in your eyes, and you take it as a clear, right image. Whatever you see, it is perverted vision, my dear. Accept it. If I say, you may not I, but Yoga was said, you are modern people. Your scientists say the perverted vision you see always. Why don't you accept it? The same scientist doesn't accept it. It knows it, but it doesn't behave accordingly. So this is due to perverted intellect, perverted vision. That is called ignorance. Whatever you see that is different than the reality. And this is how the vision is related with the other vision, means one sight is related with the object, eyesight related with the object is a perverted vision, and that is how always it creates, it wants to see the reality. That's how it goes on changing objects. This is the reason. Why don't you see one object only? You don't get happiness from it. What is happiness? When you see the reality, you get happiness. You don't see the reality because you don't see it perfectly. That is your due to ignorance, due to perverted intellect, sight, and that's how it has relationship with other objects. This is how relationship is created. Did you follow? Because of ignorance. If the reality is understood or realized, then there is no difference at all. The truth which is all-pervading and eternal, there is no need of changing the objects. One is everything. One is everything. If you can concentrate on the foul excreta, there also you can see the God. Because you don't put your side there, your perverted intellect doesn't allow it. So you go for a smelly object. Because of your senses. Senses are blind. Just like the born blind people doesn't know anything about this visible world. They don't see at all. Born blind. Whatever you say, they just concatenate some names and forms. They imagine just like a child. And this is how you are a born blind fellow. Now the other identity is given to you. Accept. Can you accept it? Born blind. Color blind. Born blind. वो क्या कहता है? वो क्या रोग? पीलिया? Jaundice patient. Or the buffalo with a green eye covering. Buffalo with a green eye covering. Whatever it sees, everything is green. Whatever you give, it eats it. All these are our identities. You means I, nobody is out of it. The whole world. इसीलिए जन्मांध पुरुष ऐसे मार्ग को नहीं देखता. Just as the born blind fellow never sees the road it walks, so also the ignorant being never sees its own reality. You are blind. How to see? What do you see? So tomorrow we shall see further. Thank you, blind fellows. भगवान मैं क्यों गाली दे रहा हूँ मालूम? क्योंकि तबीयत ठीक नहीं ना पड़ा.
एक बार में समझ में आ जाएगी.
इसीलिए कल तबीयत ठीक हो जाएगा तो आपको अमरनाथ बना देंगे. कोई बात नहीं. हरि ओम. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. सद्गुरु भगवान की जय. सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय. शब्द ब्रह्म की जय. श्री भगवान की जय. हरि